features with Livingston and Tangela too, and our host Vincent Van Dahl, and he brings it to ya. Creature features and all creatures and all features, and the creature gonna get you tonight. You better not turn out your bedroom light. He'll grab your head and give it such a bite. You may even die, just from a fright. You ain't nothing gonna be, baby. You ain't nothing gonna be alright. Cause the creature gonna get you, baby. Don't get you tonight.
Good evening and welcome to Creature Features. I'm your virtuously valiant and vibrant host, Vincent. The bloke stood over here would be my busy, brave, brainy, and sometimes rather bleak butler, the well-lettered Mr. Livingston. And the tiny non-terrestrial to this side, whose taste for the terrifying is tailored through tense and thoughtful, though often tiresome trips to the tombs during twilight, would be my twee tenant, Tangela. And do we have a supergalactic Earth-invading film just for you? Because for the first time ever on Creature Features, we shall present Predator from 1987. This movie was such a hit that it spawned...
No, we are not.
And what, pray tell in God's name, is it this time?
I specifically told you tonight's film was merely the inspiration for the film Predator. And anticipating this exact scenario, I repeated multiple times that we are not screening Predator, but are instead showing Without Warning.
If that is the case, then why on earth did Tangela dress up as the Predator in anticipation of this film?
I informed her as well. She never listens to me, and instead took your misinformed cue.
So, shall I now assume that our screen will not be blessed with the talented work of Arnold Schwarzenegger nor Jesse Ventura? Without Warning is a 1980 film about teenagers that go camping and encounter aliens using the area as a hunting ground. It stars Martin Landau, Jack Palance, and Kevin Peter Hall, the latter of which portray the alien in this film and in Predator. Most interesting. Well, it seems you donned your fancy dress for no purpose, love. And who might be sitting in the guest chair tonight?
No one.
Right, so be it. And don't go away, for it is to be another night of extraterrestrial fright right here on Creature Features. Stay tuned. Where in God's name did that hideous thing come from?
Remember, you bought 5 of them from Disneyland.
Did I?
You did. You would have bought more if I hadn't stopped you.
I have to stop going there. Good evening, welcome to Creature Features. It's going to be a fun night tonight. You know why? Because we've got a good movie, we've got a tiny predator, we've got a tall butler, and we even got a handyman around here somewhere who, he's going to step out since we don't have a guest, right? You told him.
Yes.
Right.
He was not amused.
No, well, he gets to fill in when we don't have a guest. It's quite a good gig if you think about it, right?
Well, if he got paid extra.
No, I'm not going to pay that man extra. He doesn't work enough. He's always sleeping down in the steam room.
We are in agreement.
Right, right. Anyways, tonight we will be showing Without Warning. Did we warn them before we showed Without Warning?
You're doing that at this moment.
So, but it is with warning that we are showing Without Warning, is it not?
Indeed.
All right, so we are warning you tonight. We are showing Without Warning, and this looks like an actually good film, you know, between the commencement And my sitting here, I took a quick peek. It looks like a well-made film.
We shall see.
Yeah, nothing we do here is well made to this man. I mean, it does not have the German craftsmanship that you've come to know and love. You know, he's German, you know.
You're learning that slowly but surely.
Right. Well, it's not like you would make us watch a film like Der Flügenflagen or something like that.
Flügenflagen?
Yes. And then it would be like a well-filmed, boring story. That's what he watches. Well-filmed, boring stories.
Documentaries.
Well, we show not so well-filmed, exciting stories. It's an American and a British thing. So anyways, how are you, Tangella? I like this. You did this all yourself. You know, she's quite talented with the makeup brush. And you know, I don't know, what is that in your hair, though? It's black things. She's trying to look like the Predator, and I think she's getting more of a...
The Predator's wife.
The Predator's wife, like Bride of Frankenstein type thing? No, I think it looks more like a Dias de Mortes. What's that called?
Dias de los Muertos.
Dias de los Mortes look.
Day of the Dead.
Well, you could use that same look for Day of the Dead. You just need to wear more black. All right. Well, what do you say we get this film started?
Yes, let's do.
Let's start this film, and at least I'll have something to talk about when we come back, because these two, they don't talk very much at all. See you soon.
Hello, YouTube viewers. Have you subscribed yet? I see a few of you have forgotten to do so. I am somewhat disappointed. Please subscribe. Thank you.
You know, my hair is actually doing rather well tonight.
If you leave your fingers out of it.
No, it's doing quite well if I just keep it picked. And it does not have an alien jellyfish creature inside of it either.
Oh,
That was hideous. You know, I think they pinched that idea from the film Alien. You recall the face-hugging thing?
The face-hugging crab.
Right. This is like a miniature version that sucks your blood from your neck and your head.
Which one was made first?
Alien. 1970 something, right? 79?
I think so, yeah.
Right, 70. It was after Star Wars and before this film. 1980, that makes sense, right? I don't know. I could be wrong. Speaking of which, what is going on with my favorite restaurant, Lucas Wharf? It's closed.
Yes, indeed.
Why would they close a wonderful restaurant like that?
Well, there was a certain young lady who decided to detonate the lavatory.
You blew up their toilets.
She thought they had a tank with live crabs or something.
They don't have that there.
No, they did not.
Oh, my goodness. I thought we got her to stop blowing up toilets.
I've locked everything away in the weapons room.
Oh, right, like she can't get to it. So we had an issue with her where she would go to rock concerts. I would be playing on the stage, and she would be blowing up the bathrooms. Now, imagine the chaos at a concert where all these people have been doing whatever, drinking whatever, and there's no toilets.
The porta potties were
Oh, it's terrible.
gone.
No. It's because she wanted to go home early, is what she told me. So
Really?
she would ruin my concert by blowing up the toilets so she could go home early.
Yes, we had
Look at that face.
many run-ins with the police.
And I bet many patrons had many run-ins as well, or
Yes.
run-outs. Anyways, fun movie. Let's get back to the movie, because this whole topic is making me a bit cross.
Yes.
All right, let's get back to Without Warning. Don't worry, no toilets are harmed in this film.
This is Livingston, and you're watching Creature Features. Not now. Stay tuned. This portion of Creature Features is brought to you by CreatureFeatureStore.com, the official merchandiser of Creature Feature accessories.
These glasses are filthy.
They generally are.
No, she was touching them, I bet. You licked my glasses.
That's how she cleans things.
She needs to clean her face. She's got makeup. Welcome back to the show. It's mail time, right?
It's
mail call.
time. Mail.
Oh, it's mail time. I like mail time. How about some mail, Mr. Livingston?
This is, I believe, a card from Tucson, Arizona.
Tucson, Arizona, from David Carston. This name sounds familiar. Have you written to us before, Dave? If so, thank you. All right, and this feels like a card of some type. Oh, look at this. Today may you find your pot of gold. This is a St. Patrick's Day card,
Yes.
right? That was recently. Yeah, people send these things to us in time. It just takes us forever to get to these things. And the letter says, Vincent, Livingston, Tangela, happy St. Patrick's Day. Best, David. Thank you, David. And what's the letter say? He goes, Dear Vincent, Livingston, Tangela, happy St. Patrick's Day. I discovered your show when looking for information on the Night Stalker movie starring Darren McGavin, a.k.a. the dad from Christmas Story. He was the dad on Christmas Story. I forgot about this.
He was indeed.
Right. Been watching every week since your New Year's Eve episode 2022. So it's over a year he's been watching us, right? Mm-hmm. Nice. It was nice having New Year's land on Saturday. The set looked very nice and festive for New Year's. Was there a set on New Year's?
Well, we decorated the house.
Oh, is that what he's talking about?
Yes.
Oh, I bet you have a nice set too, David. I always enjoy people talking about movies and making others aware of great creature features. Angry Red Planet, 1959, is a great B sci-fi picture that doesn't get the love it deserves, a fun monster movie on Mars. I think Tom's working on that one, right?
We are working
Angry
on
Red
that.
Planet.
Yeah.
You might see that here soon. Also, the movie 51, 2011, starring Jason London, is a fun sci-fi movie that needs more love and a Blu-ray release. In case you need some film suggestions. 51 in 2011. You know, I don't think we've shown a 2011 film, right? Everything we show is older, far older. So typically the newer movies cost us too much to run, so you won't see that one till probably 2050, right?
Approximately.
40-year-old films is our thing. Remember, if the military invites you to Area 51 for a visit, decline gracefully. Well, if Area 51 is anything like this film, I certainly would not. I would decline, but not gracefully. Have a great St. Patrick's Day. Best, David. Well, St. Patrick's Day passed, but we did have a fun one, and thank you. We hope you had a fun one as well. Right?
Right.
You had a fun one, did you not?
No, but we had a thing at the pub.
A thing at the pub.
Lebanon, Ohio.
Lebanon, Ohio. Nice. Jim Middleton. He writes, I recently ran across your show on YouTube. I'm already a huge fan. I spent the weekend binge watching Creature Features. You know, all these people binge watching us. I wonder if we're causing harm in the community.
Because of bingers?
Because we make people binge watch. She doesn't even binge watch, and she's a naughty person.
She does binge, though.
She does binge. But, you know, imagine all the productivity that is lost due to our program. Think about that for a moment. All right. A huge thank you to Vincent, Tangela, and Livingston and everyone behind the scenes for keeping the show going. I do have a question, however. I was looking at Bodega Bay on Google Maps and saw something that made me wonder if it was named in honor of one of Tangela's adventures. It's labeled on the map as Hole in the Head. Love your show, Jim Middleton. All right, he sent a little map too as well. We'll put that up. He is talking about up at Bodega Head, there's a giant hole, and it's, I think it's like 1,000 feet deep. It like goes.
I've never been in it.
No, well, you cannot go inside it. But the story behind that is that they were going to build a wonderful nuclear power facility out at Bodega Head. This is long before our time. I've heard this from the locals. And they were stopped by like government agents or something like that. Somebody stopped the whole process. And but they still have a hole they dug, and it's called Hole in the Head because it's at Bodega Head. And it's a hole, so it's called Hole in the Head. It's full of water, and I think there's a sea monster growing in there. And I think someday it's going to jump out, and we're going to call it the Bodega Bay Monster. We'll see. Anyways, thanks for writing, Jim. Hope things are fine in Lebanon. Next up, Mr. Livingston. We're doing lots of mail tonight. I suppose we should, because we don't have a guest.
So this is from Martinez, California.
Oh, I know this place. It's on the way to Concord, I believe, right? Attention, Mr. Livingston. Should I be reading this? Maybe it's a job offer.
That could be interesting.
All right. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at these handsome blokes. All right, let's see if there's a letter involved here. Maybe. There should be no letter. All right, there's that. And, oh, look at this. All right, so it's a picture of Mr. Livingston and this bloke. What's his name again? It's on the front.
Martinez Trucking.
From Max. So it's from Max. And he took this on at East Bay Comic Con. But look at this. He's got goodies inside. Look, it's a $20 American bill.
Oh, nice.
Look at this. You know, I wonder if this is for Livingston as well, the 20. Was that the Red Baron flying over our head again?
It is.
We've got this bloke who flies a biplane over our mansion all the time. I think it's paparazzi. They're trying to get photos of her sunbathing on the roof. We had to make a stop doing that.
Heavens no.
All right, so do you remember taking this photo?
Vaguely.
He's a handsome bloke. How could you not remember? Mr. Livingston, thanks for stopping to take a pic with me, wife Becky, and Scarlett the dog. Watch the show every Saturday. Max from East Bay Comic Con in February. All right, he sent us $20 bills, and I guess this is his company, Martinez Truck and Auto Sales. If you're in Martinez and you need a truck or an auto, go see Martinez Truck and Auto. Where are they?
In Martinez.
There's no address. Oh, at 3789 Pacheco Boulevard, Martinez, California. So if you're looking for a car. And a picture with a nice bloke. Go there, right?
Right.
All right, that's it, except for a box.
Except for a box.
Let's see the box. A letter. I'm going to let the young lady deal with the contents of the box because she likes unwrapping things. She likes skinning things too, but we won't talk about that right now, will we? All right, we're hitting the clock, so let's hurry up. Let's make this fast. Dear Creature Features, just a note to say thank you for the many hours of entertaining movies, good and bad. I grew up in the Bay Area and was a big fan of Bob Wilkins when he hosted Creature Features. I've enclosed some goodies I made especially for you. For Livingston, the large tote bag. Is that a large tote bag? That's nice.
That appears to be a large tote bag.
Great for bagging up groceries or butler supplies. What would a butler supply be? Like shoe shine or something like that? I don't know. For Tangella, the smaller tote bag.
Not
perfect,
quite my style.
Perfect. Oh, go with it. For Tangella, the smaller tote bag, perfect for holding a cell phone, a comb, and maybe a small lethal weapon. She doesn't do the cell phones.
She does the lethal weapons, though.
She does the lethal weapons, but she does not do the cell phones. It's, I think there was an issue where she was using it as remote triggering devices, and
exactly.
The authorities put an end to that. All right, for Vincent, the star-shaped candle mat mug rug for your table. Now, this person, Annette, made all this, right?
It's quite nice work.
This is very nice. Oh, look how lovely that is. Your coffee cup or as a decorative base for a candle-holding skull, maybe. For Andrew and some of the crew, tissue cozies for your pocket or bag. Show me what one of these is. Oh, look at these.
They have tissues in them.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. With the way you've been sneezing lately, I think you should have gotten one of those.
Well, you know, it's allergy time.
All right. And I thought the skull fabric particularly fitting for creature features. Especially, you know what's actually the most fitting is the purple color. It matches our wallpaper, right?
It does.
We have skulls and purple and spider webs all over the place, so you matched us perfectly, Annette. I used to make similar items for my Etsy shop, not with Annette, but now I only make things by request and for your friends, right? Keep up the good work. I'll be watching. Sincerely, Annette Funseth. And thank you very much. Annette, where's she from?
Antioch, California.
Antioch. That's by Martinez. That's why, that's like the other letter. It's by Martinez.
Martinez.
Wow, I wonder if they got together and did that. All right, is that it for mail?
That's it for mail.
That is it for mail. If you'd like to send us mail of your own by either email or send something in the post, like these wonderful items by Annette, just visit hellocreaturefeatures.com, and all the information you need to contact us is right there. And let's get back to the film, right?
Please.
All right, here we go, back to Without Warning, and we will see you on the other side of the break. Oh, look, Andrew, they're going to show The Sting with Paul Newman and Robert Redford Sunday night on the ABC Sunday Night Movie Special at 8 p.m.
I like that movie.
I like it too.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful film.
The music's nice too.
You do know that TV Guide is from 1978.
Why is he always got to be a stick in the mud?
Yeah. Well, you know, we could look it up on like YouTube or something and watch it on there, maybe.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Amazon Prime. Welcome back to the show. Excuse us, we're trying to figure out what we're going to... You know, these are useful, though.
To what
For
end?
this program. Look, there's a film called The Time Machine with John Beck and Priscilla Barnes. I bet we can get that film. You know, it was new in 1978. Now it's like old and moldy. It's perfect for us, right?
Perhaps.
Anyways, welcome back. If you're just joining us, you're somewhat rather late, but we shall forgive you this time. And we are watching Without Warning from 1980. And our director, Tom, just gave me an interesting fact about this film. This film cost $150,000 to make in 1980, but half of the budget went to Martin Landau and Jack Palance for their appearance.
Well, they were relatively big stars back then.
Not really. I mean, they were known, but they were not big stars. Martin Landau, what had he done since 1980? He did Space 1999, right.
Mission Impossible.
Right, but he was just like a made-for-TV actor, right? I don't know. Anyways, $75,000 for all the special effects and all the other actors and all that. They did pretty well with $75,000, even in 1980 money.
We need to talk to their agent.
Oh. Now they're going to unionize on me. Watch. So, anyways, what's new, Andrew? How are things?
Good. I'm a little concerned. I was
About?
doing the grounds this morning and got over to my shed and noticed some wires that I haven't seen before going under the door.
Oh, well, you know
and then
that
they
is.
kind of went up the side of the house into someone's bedroom.
Right. Yeah. So either she has your room bugged or triggered for explosion.
You have paid the the insurance bills, right?
No, I don't pay anything. He pays.
I
So
pay everything.
You need to
Are we
ask
good?
him. However,
It's up to date.
the fact that you're not dead right now tells me that she's merely wired your room for sound. And that could go both ways. Either there's a microphone attached or a speaker attached, and she might be like trying to spook you with like ghostly sounds at night.
Might be both.
Right? She's done that before. She's done that to guests.
Yes.
At the mansion, she's wired up the room, and all of a sudden they wake up in the middle of the night saying, "Oh no, I keep hearing ooh," and it's just
High-pitched crying.
Tangela with a microphone. You know, at least they get to hear her talk, though, right?
Well, make noise.
Our poor friends at home never get to hear that. So, all right. Well, everything else is fine, though. No flooding as of recent.
So far, so good.
Right. We've had a lot of rain out here. It's kind of a new thing for us, right?
It's new for California.
No, it's been drought time for like 1,000 years out here, and now we're at flood time. No.
Feast or famine?
It's an interesting phenomenon. I've been reading about this. So the entire middle of California has been an inland sea many times before.
Really?
The Native Americans have documented this, where the entire inside of California floods, becomes an inland sea, and then this goes on for a couple of years, and then drought. And it's been going on since time immemorial.
That means we're in trouble.
No, we're not. We're up on a hill. No. Oh, we'll get in trouble if everyone comes up here because they're flooded. Could happen. Who knows? Anyways, what do you say we get back to this film?
Let's.
All right, off we go. Back to Without Warning, and we'll be back soon. See ya.
Hello, my name is Nor. I live in Honolulu, Hawaii. I discovered your show on YouTube, and I absolutely love it. I'm wondering if you have one of those long dinner tables, you know, the spooky kind. And then, if so, Livingston is your butler, so does he get to enjoy meals with you? Either way, I love you. Thanks for giving me something fun and new to do. You guys are awesome.
Welcome back to Creature Features. We're watching Without Warning 1980, and I'm joined by Andrew, since we don't have a guest tonight. What did happen to the guest? Did we have anyone scheduled or no?
They never rang us up or anything. Just no shows.
You know, this happens sometimes, and you know, it's understandable because you know, it's difficult to come out here, especially when the weather's like this.
When it's so
Road
gloomy.
closures. So this person, perhaps they're stuck on the side of the road, and we should send him off to...
Well, tried to reach them, no response.
Right, well, if they were dead, you'll get no response, right? Or if they were unconscious, dying on the side of the road.
There's logic to your
Right.
madness.
So perhaps as a new staff member, we should have search and rescue person. Who's a small fire truck with like locating beacons on the top, like a spinning radar dish to find wayward guests.
We have a closed circuit system here.
Right, but that's only good for the property. I'm talking about somebody who can do a road search and rescue, right? Reconnaissance. It'd be our reconnaissance person.
I'll look into it.
He can't do it.
Tangela would figure out some way to blow it up or sabotage it.
Maybe. Anyways, Without Warning, so our director Tom was telling me that in this film, the jellyfish things weren't actually filmed on location. You said they were filmed in the special effects guy's garage.
Yeah, three-person crew in one of their own garages at home.
So each time you see that jellyfish thing, it's not actually in the forest. It was filmed in some special effects guy's garage.
Well, that would explain the washer and dryer sounds in the background.
It would, wouldn't it? I haven't. He's got a good ear for these things. So, anyways, fun movie. We'll fire it back up in a moment. But so, speaking of help, he's been saying he wants an assistant for what he does.
An assistant?
He wants an assistant.
For what?
I'll figure something out.
I think he just merely wants a deflection from you-know-whom, as someone else could take the abuse that he takes.
I want you to write down everything you do every day for the next 2 weeks, with times and dates, and we shall see.
You're not my mom.
Ha ha! Paperwork. He doesn't like paperwork,
No, he doesn't.
Is he dyslexic?
I can be.
Right, see? That's what he told me when I asked him to do paperwork. He said he was dyslexic. And look, he's reading the TV guide perfectly. Oh, look at this. Right. He's an actor. Not a very good one either. No. Anyways, let's get back to the film. No? Yes?
Please.
All right. Off we go back to Without Warning, and we shall see you on the other side of the break.
Hello, this is Mr. Livingston. It would appear I have been tasked with requesting you to help our show financially by visiting our Patreon page. Your generosity will help us keep Creature Features on the air. With only a few dollars a month from you, your kindness will allow us to continue creating new entertainment for your viewing pleasure each and every week. And if you have the desire to give more, you might even receive a gift from Tangela. I think not. Please visit the website below to learn more. Thank you. I work in a crime scene.
Welcome back to Creature Features. We need to get Zetro to make a song that goes, welcome back to Creature Features, except in that metal voice he does.
And better.
And better, right, yeah. Anyways, welcome back. We are watching Without Warning, 1980. And do you know that Rick Baker, the famous Hollywood special effects makeup man, I think he did Star Wars and a bunch of other films, did this, the alien head on this. Yeah. $19,000. He built it in his kitchen. They paid him $19,000. In 1980 money, which is probably $20,000 today. I don't know. Yeah, you make good money on that head. So that could be a new business for you.
I got a kitchen.
Alien heads. You got a kitchen. Yeah. Speaking of kitchen, where did Mr. Livingston go?
I think he went to go fiddle with some fondue or something.
He's making fondue again.
I don't know.
I like his fondue, but I don't like it when he uses those Brazil nuts inside of it. It makes it taste like paste.
Yeah.
Right. Where did you run off to?
I went back down to the shed to discombobulate those wires that were...
Those wires, right.
Yeah,
no,
just in case.
Yeah. Well, if you didn't tease the poor girl so much, she wouldn't wire your shed for sound or other things.
Me tease?
Yes. No, you're always. I've seen
No.
you. Yes. You're always teasing her. I don't blame her for putting things in your soup and things like that.
It's all done out of love.
Oh, love. Right. No. Well, she doesn't see it that way. And I don't think these guys see it that way either.
Doesn't feel that way either.
Right. Well, you would have much less bruising if you simply did not irritate that particular part of the household. Words of wisdom. Anyways. What do you say we get back to this film? We need to wrap up this film. It's almost done.
Okay.
Right? All right. Off we go to Without Warning. And we are not giving you warning that this film will end soon. But when the credits roll, don't you dare go away, because we'll be back. We'll have Tangela. And yeah, it'll be fun. Stick around.
This is Livingston, and you're watching Creature Features. Stay tuned.
So that's how you get rid of an alien. You blow up the shed. You lure the alien into a shed, and you use a plunger like hers to blow up. It makes sense, right? Doesn't it? Aliens.
Oh, okay.
Right, aliens. That's how you get rid of them. Use one of these things. So, anyway, it's a fun movie. We hope you enjoyed it. I liked it. Did you like it? Did you like it, love? See, I knew she'd like it. She any alien movie and she dresses like an alien, she's gonna like the movie. And you know, even though the alien died, she knows there's a lot more aliens coming. So, anyways, we'll show this again someday. I don't know when. Maybe like a couple of years from now. Who knows? Well, maybe we'll show E.T. instead next time. I like that film. Do you like that film?
You could phone home.
E.T. can phone home. He's right. No, he's a clever man. So what's up next for you, Mr. Andrew?
I need to check on some gutters.
Gutters, yes.
Yes.
No, well, I understand leaves. Plug them up.
And you get holes in them. You got to patch them. And
Holes in the leaves or holes in the gutters?
well, both.
Oh. And this is like, they're made out of lead in an old home like this, right? Do you know how to weld lead
Lead and copper.
and copper
Sometimes wood.
and wood gutters? Oh, no wonder they rot. That's no good. All right, well, I think that's it. Thank you so much for spending your evening with us. We know you could have been doing something more fun. They could have been watching The Sting on ABC, right? And instead, they decided to watch this film with us. And for that reason, we adore you. And if you come back next week, we'll love you as well. So have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and we will see you next time. So, Andrew, what do you think of a makeup job?
It looks like a nice improvement.